Warning, we are about to spoil the entire second half of The Strain Season 2. If you haven't seen the series, watching it for some reason, leave now and come back later. But if you haven't seen it, or you've already seen it, I fucked that up. But honestly, The Strain doesn't deserve another take. So, if you haven't seen it, probably listen to this episode anyway. If you have seen it, I'm sorry. Listen to this episode to vent your anger.
God knows we're going to be venting our anger. Alright, so, you ready to talk about The Strain Season 2? Because God knows I don't...
Oh, look, a squirrel!
Where? Oh, shit.
That's a pretty awesome squirrel. No, don't even say welcome to Cinema Roulette. It should just be the sigh.
Okay.
It shouldn't even be welcome. That's the starting point. It's just this long sigh.
Is that what I did?
Yeah, you were like...
Okay, sure.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the episode. Dinner.
Did you jokingly cut to credits?
No, well, we don't have an
voice?
intro theme. We're like fully coolly. We only have an
Yeah.
outro theme.
Exactly.
I don't know what we'd have as an intro theme.
I don't know either. That's the problem, because we only have a jazzy outro, because, you know, casino's jazz.
Can JJ, your musician friend, do jazz?
Probably. He wants to. It's just the problem is finding good session musicians, because musicians are apparently dicks.
That's fair.
Not really. Like, there are some dicks, but a lot of them are just... They're super full of themselves. And... You know, the thing is, like, you know, JJ hires some musicians and pays them, and they just kind of act like they're all that, and he's like, no, I'm paying you to do this job. You play it how I tell you to play it.
It's fair.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to make your own music, make your own music.
Exactly. God, I'm so enjoying this conversation right now.
Wow. It would really suck if we hard cut to The Strain Season 2.
We're just using that.
Yes.
God damn it. Hi everybody and welcome to Cinema Roulette. Yeah, as you could tell by the intro, this is a Strain Season 2. We're emotionally drained. We are tired, physically and just emotionally. Our energy is gone,
But we are in the same room again.
we are in the same room, and I'm so fucking glad that we chose this one.
Don't
to
hit the table.
I'm not hitting it, I'm pointing at it. I'm tapping it, technically. It's not hitting, it's tapping.
That's hitting with light force.
I'm so glad that we chose this fucking show to be in the first one in person with this year.
Yay.
Oh god,
We finished off July on the strongest note. The Strain Season 2.
This is the start of July. Oh, this is the
End of July.
No.
Yeah, that's how we end July.
Why, dear Lord?
Happy 2020.
Okay, so if you can't tell by our fucking voice, goddamn. Yeah, no, it didn't. After the first half, it didn't look up. This just got worse and worse and worse, and we're so glad we're fucking done with this.
I just like note my ice attacked me. My water ice, it attacked me.
2020, everybody. The water ice. Watch out for the water ice now. Oh, God.
It's Chicago water. It wants to go into pizza.
It just doesn't want to go in your mouth. It's attacking you, so it can go inside of pizza.
There's no pizza in this body. Kill him.
Well, there should be from lunch, or did you crap that out already?
I don't know.
Fucking, okay, anyway. Where do we even fucking start with this?
Oh, we can do the summary. It's going to take a long time.
I'll go ahead, Mr. Summary Man.
Okay, so where did we end up? F was coming back from DC, right?
Yeah, after they made the one subplot pointless. Don't worry.
No, well, don't spoil it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't spoil the fun. Because here's the summary of F comes back and we don't see the train ride back.
Yeah, like they spent so much time building up this train ride, and him actually getting there was a pain, and he's back, no problem.
So, Abraham still wants the book. We mentioned that last time. After failing to get an auction, a new auction is started on the book. He goes and buys the book. So that's how that's...
Well, this is at the end of the season.
I know, but I was just getting Abraham's side story out of the way.
Right.
For F, Nora, and Zach, they help out the city with dealing with the vampires. Then it turns out Zach's grandparents are still doing fine. So F wants to take Zach out of the city, drop him off at the grandparents. Also, the people agreed to make F's bomb. So they're going to go to DC, grab the stuff they need for the chemical bomb, drop Zach off in Georgia, and come back. And the person running the city is like, okay, you can do that. Here's some tickets, you can go. But then Zach's mother causes the train to go off the rails because she's, queen vampire person.
Of the children.
Of the children, who also all die in episode 7. But then they come back. Sure. And then Nora dies because Zach is an idiot. The mother takes Zach because he's an idiot. And F is left woefully alone.
Yep.
Because Zach is an idiot.
We'll get to that.
And if I wanted to, 100%, that's season 2. But hold on, let's talk about Gus. Gus started working with the cool guy we saw at the end of the last season. We call him Boner because he has a sword with a bone on it.
It's pretty rad, and he's still one of the best things about this half of the season.
He is, because he just replaces Vaughn, even though we could have just had Vaughn.
But nah.
No. And then Abraham goes to buy the book using the Ancients' money, but doesn't want to give the book to the Ancients. Gus got a prison gang, a bunch of prisoners out of prison to be his gang of vampire workers. They go and try to get the book back. Abraham kind of outsmarts them, gets away, and then is like, if I use the book, the master will come for me, and we can all kill the master. And then it's like, okay, yeah, sure. And that's the rest of season 2.
Yep.
Now, some of you may be like, wow.
Now, hold on. You're forgetting the thing with the senator and the girl. Or the guy and the girl.
You act like that mattered at all.
It didn't. But it's another thing to add to the point later.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Senator...
Not Senator. What
not
is he? The head of the Stoneheart.
Stoneheart. Hold on, I wrote down his name this time. Palmer. Eldritch Palmer. He's dating his secretary named Coco. Coco runs away from him at the end of, wherever we ended last time of episode 6.
He was a dick to her, so she ran away. She's like, fuck this.
But then he convinces her to come back. And then she almost dies. But the master brings her back.
Yeah.
And then the master kills her at the end.
Because, F tries to assassinate Palmer. And then
that goes nowhere.
He hits her instead, and she's dying. And the master gives her the blood so she can live. And then Eldritch Palmer gets full of himself, and,
And then, due to him double-crossing the master kills her at the end.
Yeah, so he kills her, and then we're back to where we were before with that. So, go on with what you were saying, sorry.
So you may be like, wow, that sounds really short, like nothing happened. Well, imagine the steps that I just pointed out to you were stretched out for 7 episodes.
Yeah. Because there was that whole subplot, too, with Gus, Angel, and them breaking out of prison as well.
No, you mean just Angel, Gus, and that family.
That family from prison?
No, they weren't from prison.
Well, I'm saying the prison break. Do you not remember that?
No, I'm talking about before them. The family that ran the restaurant?
Stupid. I was talking about later when they broke into prison.
No, I brought that up.
Did you? Okay, I forgot. I wasn't paying. Sorry, I just toned it out. It all melds together in my mind. I'm sorry to keep interrupting you. Just go.
But yeah, a lot of stuff did happen for, 6 episodes. Wait, hold on. Let me do the math there. Yeah, 6 episodes. But here's the thing. The show makes every single plot point pointless.
And this is the worst part about it. That was really short and barely anything happened, but it stretches this out over 6 fucking hours.
Okay, which plotline do you want to start with? Because
take your pick.
Okay, we'll start with Abraham, because Abraham is completely pointless. He wants to find the book. Okay. Turns out a priest is selling it.
Yep.
Palmer wants to buy it, and Abraham wants to buy it, and they're both going to have to bid in order to get it.
Mm-hmm.
However, the Nazi wants the book quicker and just tries to assassinate the...
Well, he kills him so the master can read his thoughts and find out where the book is.
Oh, yeah, he tries to infect the priest so that way they can read the mind and find who has the book.
But before he can do that, Abraham comes along... And he's like, tell me where it is before you, and then I'll kill you, so the master doesn't know. And he tells him that the kid from the flashback earlier has it.
Yeah, a kid from the flashback earlier who said, I don't know where the book is. He knew where the book was.
Yeah, and just took it.
So then Abraham needs to go around, because 4 people in New York City have that name. So he goes to 3 of them. None of them have it, even though one was a bookstore, but it turned out to be a red herring. And then he goes to the 4th one. He finds the book in a secret floorboard and gets knocked out. Mm-hmm. And then the kid said, he used to be a kid. He's an old man now.
Yeah.
He's like, I was actually really smart. I'm going to go sell the book.
Yeah, because he's like, everyone laughed at me. No one thought I was smart, so I'm going to sell it for money.
I'd like to go back to the first half of this season when Abraham went to the just black market guy.
Yeah.
And said, look out for this book for me.
Yep.
And it turns out the kid sold it market. Which means, first off, he was selling it to Abraham. Second, this becomes a betting war between Palmer and Abraham.
With the same stockbroker, or with the same seller, or something.
No, with a different seller.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the only difference, making this, again, completely pointless.
That made that entire plotline a waste of time.
Yeah. But I still think the biggest waste of time was the whole thing with Gus and Angel. The only thing that came out of that was Angel joins the group. Right?
Well, Angel joins Gus to fight.
That's it. That's the only thing that comes out of it. But they, built this up the entire fucking season.
Don't hit the table.
Yes, Dad. But I'm getting so mad.
Okay, because, he protects the family.
Yeah.
That's how the last
and
half
they
ended.
try to get a love interest for him.
I guess.
Which goes nowhere because she goes away anyway.
Which I'd also like to point out something about television. The 2 people of skin who have sex, we don't get to see any of it.
Oh, yeah.
But the old-ass white guy and the 20-something, we get to see their sex scene.
Yeah. Yep.
Thanks, show. I really wanted to see that.
So...
I don't even care about sex scenes. It's just such a clear bias type deal.
Well, it's a clear bias, and the relationship between him and her was just creepy, really.
It was, and it didn't make sense. Hold on, wait, we're jumping ahead. We need to talk about Gus. Okay, so yes, he gets a love interest, and then they're like, Gus is like, we need to get them out of the city. But Angel's like, they won't listen. They want to stay here. And it's like, you should leave the city. No, you should leave the city. Okay.
Pretty much.
And then they leave the city, but they get stopped at the gate because only government officials can leave. But luckily, it was with Boner.
Who I'm glad we only see twice, briefly, in the entire fucking season.
That makes her the coolest character.
Even though she seems really interesting. I want to know more about her.
But yeah, she gives passes so the entire family can leave, and Gus will stay to fight with...
Angel.
Well,
Angel stays to fight with Gus.
Well, hold on. Because Angel technically goes past the gate, then comes back.
Oh, okay.
But also, so that way Gus stays and fights for the... what are they called? The Ancients.
Yes.
They're
very good names as they have the Ancients. The Master.
It was a rough day at the name department.
Because then we have... but at the same time, it's like we also have the Strigoi or whatever for the vampires.
Yeah, that's what the vampires are called. Oh, also, I actually did forget to mention... Should I talk about one cool thing
There
real
were
quick?
a couple cool things, but yeah, go ahead.
The one main cool thing when we got Boner's backstory where he was the barbarian gladiator.
A vampire gladiator. Wouldn't that be interesting to see him throughout history, like going and doing different things?
Yeah, that would make an interesting series. Let's not do that.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, it turns out he's been a half-breed all his life, and he's been a gladiator. He's been hunting the master for years. He kills a bunch of children. It's great.
Yep.
They were vampires.
Yeah, well, they were vampire children, but yeah.
It actually... Oh, no, the awesome child murder that I have written down. That's when when Abraham and Fett are in the one construction area or whatever.
Was that when Boner comes down?
When he comes down, he slices them with a sword, pulls out 2 Mac 10s,
Yes.
and just goes...
Well, then the one scene was fucked where he sliced the one thing in half and then stomped on the intestine to stop them from crawling away so he can kill it. I was like, Jesus, that was...
Oh, yeah,
rad.
because he sliced the kid in half at the hips, and it tries to crawl back.
But he, steps on the intestine to stop him. I was like, Jesus.
I'm sure...
I was like, that's metal as fuck.
I'd just like to say, too, I'm sure Randy's enjoying us stomping and pounding on the table.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Okay, that was one of the cool moments out of 5.
Out of 5 total, this entire season. 13 hours. 13 fucking hours, and there were only 5 brief, cool scenes.
Anyway.
And a couple funny lines. That's it.
So that covers most of Gus and Angel.
Yep.
Of their importance. Oh, yeah, but also since that family just got away and all we really needed was Angel to join up, that could have been done in one episode. But no.
We had to pace this out and just... I just that's the thing that I hated the most about this show, is it just wasted our fucking time with things that...
So it is Walking Dead Season 2.
Yeah, right? It's like things that could have been done in just 1 or 2 episodes, they drag out to like 5 goddamn episodes.
I'm also realizing how fucking hot it is in here.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah. But we can't turn on the fan because the mics will pick it up,
Yeah.
probably.
But...
Oh my God.
everything, like, just... It's a mess, really. And the thing is, there's some cool aspects there, but it's just barely there, barely sprinkled in for when they got for when somehow the stars aligned and they got a competent writer and a competent director, and there's a couple of cool things there. But it's like, for the most part, this just went to shit. It just, it felt so Americanized and by the numbers and just...
Honestly.
Oh, Lord. Like, even the fight scenes and everything got a huge downgrade.
Except for, like, 2 of them.
Yeah, like the fight scenes got a downgrade. The characters acted like just nothing.
Yeah, it was so stiff. It was so horribly edited. It just...
And the thing is, too, that killed me is they had a flashback scene with F and Nora and them, and it was fun because they actually had well-written dialogue.
Why'd you have to whisper the last part?
I don't...
You don't want to give Eddie praise to the show. You have to whisper it.
I think I was just getting so worked up that I just got exasperated. I think that's what
But yeah, Jim, Nora, and F all in the past, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're talking like people again.
Yeah, they're talking like people again, and I'm having fun, and I'm interested in what they're doing. No, we can't have that. This is the strange... We only get like 2 minutes total of that.
Oh, we also didn't mention Dutch. Dutch happens.
Oh yeah, Dutch happens. That's a thing. Do we ever find out what happens to her?
Nope.
Why?
Because she's in a love triangle, like we... Even after they save her from the German, because he kidnaps her at one point, this goes nowhere, by the way.
This goes nowhere.
She chooses her lesbian lover over Fett, and then the lesbian lover says, "No, I don't need you."
And then we don't see her for the rest of the whole fucking season.
I'll just assume well, since we're not moving on season 3 unless 20 people tell us, 20 separate people tell us to continue, she dies. She's just dead. I'm assuming.
Wouldn't that be some shit if, like, season 3 and 4, they don't even mention her? She never comes back, don't even mention her.
Oh, you mean like Gus's brother?
Oh.
Or like the bodyguard?
Well, granted, Gus's brother was stupid and a bitch, and I can see why they didn't. But yeah, the bodyguard plot. By the way, remember that whole thing where they had a dramatic death with the bodyguard from the Stoneheart Corporation? Everyone chops off his head. Everyone's like, "Oh no!" They never bring that up again after that episode.
Not a single time.
Doesn't affect anyone at all. Don't even remember him. Just doesn't. It's like it never happened.
He was just babble exposition.
Yep.
In a red shirt.
That's it. Here's babble exposition to red shirt, and I'm here to babble exposition and just to have a dramatic death to raise the stakes. That's why I'm here.
I was eating that. Sorry, sir. The stakes are raised.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, fucking...
Whose other 2 plot lines do we have?
Well, going back about Nora, just like hers just goes nowhere too, because they have this whole love triangle, and she
You mean Dutch?
Yeah, her Dutch... Yeah, Fett and...
Nora has nothing happen to her
Nora has
except her
absolutely
death.
nothing. We'll get to that, though. But yeah, fucking Dutch, she... Because she talks, she's with F on a stakeout, and she goes on about this, oh yeah, monogamous relationships, it's just something thought of by society. There's nothing wrong with doing polygamous relationships. And then she doesn't even pitch it to Fett or her. Like, that goes nowhere.
Yeah, it's like, okay, sure, try to pitch. I have nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and try.
If you're down for a polygamous relationship, but that just goes nowhere.
As long as everyone consents to it.
Yeah, as long as everyone consents and everyone's okay with fucking each other, yeah, that's fine. So...
What?
It just goes nowhere. That's the thing. All these plot lines are just rendered pointless, and we just barely advance the plot.
I will also call her Dutch, though, for the way she escapes the German, because she's almost, there's no other way to put this, she's almost sexually assaulted by his tongue, but then pepper sprays him.
That scene comes right the fuck out of nowhere.
That was a messed up scene. And the German was apparently dressing her up to look like a Jew he fell in love. Like, that's the only way I can really
Yeah, because he's a German, and like
he's a Nazi.
He's a Nazi, and like we see his backstory of how he became a Nazi.
It's because he felt worthless, and then, which is actually how groups like that.
Yeah, it's they prey on people who are like that. Yeah, they're like, we need you because no one else is saying that because they're down and out.
Man, that would be actually pretty deep and interesting topic to cover. Anyway,
good thing we spend like 2 minutes on it and then move on.
We cover in the most bare bones way possible.
Yeah. But yeah, he dresses her up like that and then tries to sexually assault her with his tongue. It comes right the fuck out.
But luckily, she used her bare feet.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, that's all I could think of. Where it was like, it's a zoomed in foot shot of just Quentin Tarantino just licking his lips.
I was thinking the same thing. He's like, oh yeah, you did that for me, didn't you?
Someone submit that to the Reddit of There Are Feet. It's a thing.
I'm not surprised, actually, in the least.
I find it hilarious anytime it appears.
That's
but
funny.
She grabs pepper spray off of a cop's body, which you may be wondering, why is a cop's body in some random torture chamber?
Well, he ate him in front of her.
And didn't disarm him.
No, because he's a fucking idiot, apparently. But no, like, he eats a pineapple. He's like, I like to make human cocktails, even though there's no way that would have hit his bloodstream yet.
Yeah, honestly.
It takes, like an hour probably for that to happen? Maybe half an hour?
I'd say half an hour, at least to get some...
But he just forces, like, cocktail, or, like, it's a vodka or something down his throat, and then sucks his neck. Okay.
Hey.
And he's dead, and she grabs pepper spray from his body, and that's what happens, and yeah. I can hear that.
You can. We can pause for a second.
Technical difficulties!
Oh, we're back.
Yeah.
Shit.
That's what I'm saying, man.
We're almost done. Actually, we're not.
We're not really. We still have more to go over, but yeah. What do your notes say? Let's see. I know
but we still have so many other plot lines to talk about.
Go ahead, pick another one, because I have enough to say on the hotel scene. Again, it was kind of cool set design. That's a positive I can say about that. That's about it.
Do we talk about F, Zach, and Nora, or should we save that for last?
No, let's save that for last.
Okay, then it's Palmer and Coco.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, if she left, nothing would have changed.
Yeah!
If she... before just covering F's subplot a bit, if F just completely missed his bullet, nothing would have changed. Yep. But no, we had to bring her back and then just kill her again.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, it's just, we bring her back and they build it up. You know, there's tension and, like, Palmer's trying to strong-arm the Master, but then the Master just kills her.
And before someone tells me, oh, but she gave Palmer the courage to stand against the Master and go against his wishes.
Well, he's done after he kills her.
Well, yeah, one, he's done after he kills her. And two, if she left, he could have been like, I could have happiness, but the Master is ruining it for me. I should be in control. That's all you need to do.
That's all you need to do, but no, he just cries over her body, and he's like, the Nazi's like, humility is a wonderful thing. Just like, okay, so are we right back to where we were?
No, this is before she's dead. I mean, after she left.
Oh, yeah, after she left, yeah.
Could have had that scene.
Could have had that, but no. Nope. Fuck that, I guess.
It's just pointless, and it's gross. Okay, I don't mind. I
don't mind a
age difference like
that. Like, there's a certain point where I think it becomes creepy. But...
Well, I think the thing that just irks me is it's a secretary and she just goes with it without.
Like, in a work,
it feels weird
because it's more of a work, like, because he's her boss and she works for him. That makes it just a little extra creepy.
And I think because right away he was very flirtatious with her.
Oh yeah, like from the beginning, like. Because she was originally like, how did he find out her? Like a meeting or something?
Just ran across her, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, how about you come work for me? And it's just really creepy. God. It's just... Oh, but don't forget about the Congresswoman subplot.
Who?
The Congresswoman.
If you can tell me her name, we'll talk about her.
You didn't write down her name.
I know. Tell me her name.
I don't know her name.
Oh.
Justin, we have to talk about it.
We don't have to.
We need to bring it up.
Okay. Okay, fine. I'm gonna call her Jennifer. I remember that was close.
It was.
Or I think it was Julia or something.
It was not Julia, but that was closer, I think. Whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter.
Jennifer, she's a big girl, and she's leading the fight against the vampires. And she does. And she uses rich people money to fund the police, so that way they can take out more of the vampires, and the rich people get mad and try to
But
sue
the
her.
mayor doesn't like that.
Oh, the mayor gets mad too because it's like, those people support me, so you're going against me. And it's like, okay.
It's just corporate bullshit I don't fucking care about.
Anyone remember Iron Fist?
Season 1 specifically.
Season 1
Apparently season 2 was better, but
doubt.
apparently it was because they actually, I know it's a discussion for another time, but they apparently got rid of like that and like actually got a stunt actor, because in season 1 they tried.
You mean a stunt coordinator?
Well, no, a stunt actor, because in season 1 they insisted he do all his own stunts. That's why the action was so shitty.
Even then, they should have trained him more.
Yeah, but they actually got a stunt double for season 2. But I digress. You know what we're talking about if you've seen it.
Because you know what makes shows with supernatural concepts really cool? Corporate bullshit.
Yeah, that's 2 in a row now that you've seen. Well, not in a row, but that's 2 now that you've seen.
Not in a row. I watched Iron Fist when it came out, and never again.
2 that you've seen. You know, let's have all this. Let's have a really cool concept, but you know what we need to focus on? Corporate stuff.
Then again, in flashback land, when we see them talking about what was
SARS.
SARS.
That was interesting.
It was when F and Jim were. It sounds like I said F and Jim.
F and Jim.
Yes.
There's an EPHANDJIM. F and Jim.
But when they were working back in 2005 with the CDC, that was honestly more interesting to listen to than any of this.
Because he was acting human and Nora was actually acting human, which is the first time we've seen that this entire season.
Oh, should we get to that now?
I think it's time.
Because we can just drop Jessica or whatever the hell her name is.
Fuck. It just, again, goes nowhere well. I mean, the mayor gets killed.
The mayor gets killed, and then Palmer puts her in power.
And that's where that ends.
Reasons,
and I don't give a fuck. So moving on to probably one of the most annoying aspects of this show, fucking Zach.
Oh, are we just gonna go right to Zach?
You can give a little backstory, but that's what we're gonna
Well, there was F, who got the rifle to kill Palmer.
Yeah.
And then doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So
he fails because he's drinking, I guess, because then you really need to push that and shove it down our fucking throats.
I thought what they were going to do is say that realistically the wind pushed the bullet, but they never say anything. It's just he missed, though he had the right.
Yeah.
I know this isn't how real sniper rifles work, but this is a movie TV sniper. He had the dot on his head, and then it's like the bullet went over there.
Yeah.
And hit Coco.
Yeah. But the thing about it is, like, he was standing still, and he could have just aimed a little up, because he was saying like it was going to go through an innocent person, but she was like, no, wait for the shot. I'm just like, just aim slightly more up.
Yeah, you could still see the top of his head.
You could see his head. Just aim for the top of his head.
It's a rifle.
Yeah.
You'll lobotomize the guy at least.
Yeah. That whole scene was just fucking stupid.
Also, F's drinking. Oh, what an integral part of the plot
I'm
that
so
goes
glad.
away.
Yeah. And, like, it could have affected the sniper rifle, but they never say that, so we don't know. But, yeah, that literally goes fucking nowhere. He's drinking again, and they show it every time he drinks, really shoving it down our throats. Get it? He's drinking. Doesn't affect him at all.
He's kind of an ass.
He's just an ass, but he's more of an ass, but that's it. Like, he doesn't fuck up. It doesn't affect his decision-making. It's just he's more of an ass, and okay.
Nora, let's talk about the things she did. Okay, so on to Zach.
What happened to her? She was basically just a cardboard cutout that was there.
I'm here for exposition.
All she did was ask questions. Because he'll come over and he's like, oh, well, why is this? Oh, well, why is that? What are you doing? What's this? What? What? That's all she was doing. That's it.
Done.
Nora did nothing. What happened? What happened to her? I don't know.
What happened to Nora?
I don't know. But
what if we replaced her with Nora from Ruby? So
that would be amazing. No, stop that.
Stop that. She runs up to the master with the hammer and boop, boop.
That would be amazing. Stop. that would actually be having fun. So Zach, the little shit that he is.
Local child ruins everything.
Pretty much. My God.
Yes, this happens episode 8. So, okay, the mother gains the ability to talk.
Yes.
Because we didn't give her that for some reason.
Because she was a zombie and she was just making clicking noises around and tilting her head, but now she can talk because the master wills it, and I need to blow my nose for a second. But
okay. Fine, we'll just wait on technical difficulties, I guess. Okay, where were we?
oh, we started talking about Zach.
Zach, the idiot.
Yep.
Because mommy talks and she gets...
Oh, yeah, that's where we were at, because she gains the ability to talk, and they do the makeup thing, which ends up being completely pointless, so she just doesn't use it anyway.
She doesn't use it again.
Which I don't know why they didn't try to put her makeup from the start, because that would have helped trick Zach, but the little shit gets tricked anyway without the makeup, so he was just an idiot.
He's an idiot. But no, how is he an idiot? Well, okay, they have their big 4 or 5 Power Rangers base. And then Zach sees his mother outside and goes, Mom? And then F and Nora are like, don't fucking open the door, you dumbass kid. He's like, you're wrong about her. Opens the door, and he was clearly wrong as she tries to kill everyone in the room.
Yep. But no, this doesn't make him think, oh, wait, maybe my mom's not good.
Well, he thinks it for 2 seconds, and then he's arguing with his dad again, but maybe you can save her.
Can't you save her like you saved the one patient? Because he saved the sniper person.
Oh, yes, when he was, in order to get his rifle, he found the person who owned it was injured and quickly saved his life with a random surgeon kit.
And then he's just like, can't you just do that to Mom? And then he just turns back to, being an idiot.
So the train gets derailed. F was left on the train because he was getting a drink. Okay, I guess that's the one inconvenience his alcoholism caused.
Oh, I do have to mention, though, the way it gets derailed is kind of hilarious.
Oh, yeah, they set up so many vampires in front of the train, it derails it.
There's like just a conga line of like hundreds of vampires just down the subway, and it just hits so many it gets derailed.
What if they lied down on top of each other to make a ramp?
That would have been funny. It just flies up.
Okay, Nora takes Zach right away because it's like, okay, there's vampires, we gotta go.
Yep.
And then Nora starts fighting the mom and tells Zach to run. Gets the mom pinned, is about to stab her through the head. Zach goes, no! Nora turns around, which allows the mother to turn back and bite her in the neck.
No, it's her hand.
No, it wraps around her neck.
I thought it wrapped around her hand.
No, it wraps around her hand and her neck and then bites her.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, we were both in the right. But yeah, if Zach didn't say anything, this mother subplot would be over. But instead, gets Nora killed and then walks up to his mother trying to solve things.
But here's the thing too, like he says, "No, don't hurt her," and then she goes to kill Nora, and then he says to his mom, "No, don't do that."
You're such an idiot.
You just tell. Okay.
And then he tries to Care Bears her and hug her without stabbing her with a knife. And then the master takes her over and is like, "Bring him back." And it's like, okay. And then Zach is gone.
She's like, "Mom," and she's like, "Zach," and then she just takes her away because he's a fucking idiot.
He's gone now.
And then Nora kills herself in a super over the top way.
Oh yeah, because F finds her and she's like, "No, don't come near me," because she has all the worms. And they have their sort of quick goodbyes, and she takes her metal sword and hits it against the third rail to fully electrify herself.
Because I was thinking here, we're gonna have to accident. She's gonna cut her head off or something, or
that would actually be kind of rad if she just did herself.
Yeah, or like he kills her. I was thinking because we were thinking it was gonna be super melodramatic, but no, she just it's like Jesus. Because he tried to say something, but it caught us off guard, and I was like, what the.
Yeah, I was trying to make a joke, and then all of a sudden she just dies. It's like, oh.
Jesus Christ. So yeah, that Nora's dead. Zach is with her mom, and they're getting taken back to Master, and F is just... Yeah.
F is alone.
Sucks to be him, I guess. And then... Yeah, so... And then the whole bidding thing with the thing we talked about. And, yeah.
We talked about bidding, yep.
And then at the end, like he says, "Oh, we have the books, so we can draw the master out." And then he gives a monologue at the end, and it shows all the characters. And I'm just like,
Except Dutch.
Except Dutch, for some fucking reason. I'm just like, I don't care. We barely advanced the plot.
We did nothing. You know, if we actually covered this whole season in one episode, besides being dead inside, it would have been shorter than season 1, because nothing happened in the last half.
Because the only thing that we did is Abraham has the Lumen, Boner joined them, and the mom has Zach, took him away. That's basically all we accomplished, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because everything else was rendered pointless, probably because the writers realized, wait a minute, we're advancing the plot too fast. And they wrote themselves into a corner, and that's about it. So,
see, I have notes and stuff, but there's a problem. None of it matters.
Yeah, that's the thing. The show does that.
Actually, building up with, going back to the book real quick.
Yeah.
They build up that Boner will betray the old man and tells Gus to kill the old man.
And then he ends up betraying the ancients anyway.
Yeah, and then he's like, oh wait, the old man makes a good point.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because like he actually talks to Gus. He says like, "You're my insurance in case Abraham decides to betray us, and if he doesn't want to go, kill him and take the book." No, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
They all join up anyway.
Yep.
And just that's the thing. The problem is the show brings up things and tries to advance the plot, but instead of finding a clever way to have a roadblock, like, you know, advancing the plot and then doing something that throws a wrench in plans and they have to work around the wrench, it just eliminates it in the first place. It literally just causes everything to go back to square one, is all it does.
What I was waiting for is once they said, like, oh, the grandparents are in Georgia, I thought they were going to move Zach there, and then the mother would escape the city and go to Georgia, spreading it across the United States.
That would actually be interesting, though, Justin.
Yeah, that would cause the infection, you know, that would raise the stakes.
Yes, so to speak.
You know, instead of just going, this person's dead now.
Yeah. This person's dead now and everything else didn't matter because we're back to fucking square one. Instead of advancing the plot and finding clever ways to throw a wrench in things and make it interesting, it just backpedals is all it does and just makes everything pointless. It's stupid and it literally just wastes everyone's time is all it does.
Question 2.
Yes.
Okay, because the last time on the strain for each episode shows usually what's going to be talked about in that episode. That makes sense.
Yes. For TV, they usually do that. That's the thing where they bring something up because it'll be important in the episode.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's normal. They always bring up that F killed the one CDC guy.
Yes, it never comes up again.
It never comes up again.
They show that like 5 fucking times after he does it. Like, oh yes, he killed someone. It shows his Nora going, you killed 4 people? Never comes up.
I was thinking like, oh, he actually survived or something. But no, they didn't go for that obvious twist yet.
I was going to say, that would be a super obvious twist. And they didn't even go for that, is the thing. Because that would have actually advanced the plot and made stuff happen, is the thing. What the hell? And that's the biggest problem with this season. Like, just in hindsight, looking at the 2 seasons of The Strain that we watched, it's just so fascinating to me how far this show fell and how fast it fell.
And how hard it fell.
Like, even the last half of season 1 was stupid, but at least shit was happening.
Yeah, it was moving forward, just at a dumb rate.
At a dumb rate, but we didn't expect it. Like, in season 2, literally they just backpedal on everything.
Oh no, who will have the book? Oh, this guy does.
Yep.
But he's going to sell the book to someone. It's the person we were already buying the book from.
But they're going to have a bidding war, which they already were
We
going
were
to do
already threatening
anyway.
to do that.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's ridiculous how, like, there was season 1, which was like up here, 7 out of 10. That goes down quite a bit for the last half of season 1.
It's not even the last half, it's like the last third.
The last third, it like goes down a little bit. But then season 2 is just
hard crash.
Yeah.
Like, plane is out of oil.
Yeah.
Or
just
jet fuel.
Falls out of the sky. Just, it's insane how bad, like, and the thing is, I could, like we said in the first half of this, like, I could tell right from the start of the season, oh, we're in trouble. We're in trouble, guys. Just judging from the dialogue and how the characters are acting, I'm like, this isn't gonna.
There was nothing saving it.
No, there was nothing. There were some cool aspects, but they were so few and far between that everything was not worth it. And the thing that kills me is they kind of had an interesting season finale, but that should have been the midway point. You're right. They should have done that and advanced the plot a little bit.
Yeah, we should have had the book done by episode 8.
Yeah. That would have been a good mid-season stopping point.
Yeah, that would have been great. Okay, they have the book, but now what?
Yeah, exactly. No, instead we spent an entire fucking season on this.
Getting this stupid book.
Yes, the Oxidolumen.
I'm surprised you got at least that close to the name.
No, that is the name. The
Oh, is it that?
Oxidolumen.
Is that
The
exactly?
Lumen, the Oxidolumen.
Okay.
Because they say it a million fucking times.
Oh wait, I didn't.
Ah, yes, the note noise.
There we go. Okay. Sorry.
No, see, we're doing it at the end of the episode, because...
It didn't matter where we put it.
Exactly. God, is there
Because guess what? We started off saying this show was bad. This season was terrible, and now we're going to end saying the season is terrible.
Yeah, I was like, okay, is something going to happen in the last half that make it interesting? No, nothing. Nope, no saving this season. This season fucking sucked.
Honestly, with this season, like, all good graces towards season 1 are kind of lost because it leads to here.
Yes, absolutely.
And the idea that season 3 is apparently worse according to audiences and critics, fuck that.
Fuck that noise. This was painful enough. I don't give a damn if season 4 is amazing. It is not worth waiting through this shit to get through.
I don't care if it's Bebop levels of good.
It's not worth getting to that point.
Really?
You know what would be interesting to me?
What?
Is if I am curious and check out season 4, what would be interesting is if, season 4 starts out and you could just skip the middle 2 seasons. Wouldn't that be interesting?
Like, they do enough of a backstory thing, so it's like, that saved time.
Yeah, either another backstory thing or it just didn't matter because, it didn't fucking go anywhere this season. So why would it... This whole season could be recapped by one of those little things at the beginning.
I told you, we could have skipped to the last episode, still probably been fine.
But I'm saying this whole season could just be set in that little opening. That's how far we've advanced the fucking plot. Just...
No, we could have had one episode.
Yeah, for this whole season. That's it. It kills me how much time was wasted on nothing. You mentioned too, it would also be really cool to see what's happening around the city.
Yeah, because we see the city's constantly on fire. Looters are everywhere. People are locked down, hunkered down. Prisons are full of vampires. We don't see any of it.
We see maybe like 5 minutes total in the whole season of stuff going on outside.
Was the cop raid last season last part of the season or this part?
It was the last part of the season.
That was cool. Seeing them go through the building and take out the vampires.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the opening of Dawn of the Dead in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, that was cool. I would watch that, but no, we don't see that. Instead, we just focus on characters just talking indoors.
There's so much exposition babbling, and I understand you need to get to all the characters, but all you need is, I need to tell you about F. You cut to whatever else is important, cut back, and it's like, you see the character's reaction, because we know what happened.
We didn't need to see them, we didn't need to see the one bodyguard sitting there explaining it for 3 minutes.
Or like when, with Jessica, or whatever the hell her name is, where we had to sit through her 2-minute goddamn speech about why the vampires are a problem.
Oh, that fucking New York speech. Jesus Christ. I was joking when I said, maybe I'll get Spider-Man 2 levels of New York patriotism. No, they say all the stereotypical lines like, we have to band together, and we did this, and we saved our city.
We are the best city in the United States. You don't even have good pizza. Fuck you.
But it's, God, we have to sit through that speech, and I'm like, blah, 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 I fucking get it.
It's like, I get why things happen, they just didn't need to happen.
No, they really didn't. And, I want to see what was going on outside, but the whole thing with the commerce woman was kind of stupid, really.
Yeah, I meant the part with actual people surviving, not people who live in ivory towers.
Yes, but, I am so glad to be done with this.
I am too.
I am so fucking glad to be done with this. And realistically, we're probably, if we gain a following, it'll probably be a few years from now where we have to watch this. I'll take that kind of break.
Yeah.
I hope we never do. I hope we never have to review it. I hope the audience is like, wow, these guys seem fucking miserable. I know it's the internet, and they probably want us to. Because
recommend something else. Recommend something good for us to fucking watch.
Please, internet, we are begging you. I don't know if we can do another fucking... I can't do another fucking season of this. That's just draining.
Actually, no. If we cover season 3, there's going to be a new implement of the show of drinks Justin has tried.
Yes.
I'm not a big alcohol fan, but I'll learn some mixed drinks to sit through this shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Which, by the way, if you're under 21, a nice thing to try is Kraken spiced rum with pink lemonade. It tastes like sweet tarts.
Yeah. Hell yeah. If you like sweet tarts. So.
Who doesn't like sweet tarts?
I'm sure there are people out there who don't like sweet tarts.
Those aren't people. Those are vampires.
Oh my god. But yeah, fucking that was Strain season 2, the last half of it.
I don't know. Is there anything else you want to add?
Not really. The cinematography was just so wildly inconsistent. I don't even think it's worth mentioning. Sometimes it looked beautiful. Sometimes it was really fucking awful.
Actually, near the end, I'll give it that. Oh, the Holocaust machine.
That was interesting.
We didn't talk about the Holocaust machine. Hold on, notes.
Because he's a Nazi. He hires a bunch of workers. Like he says, "Oh yeah, we're slaughtering sheep" or something like that.
Yeah, but it's actually really. It's shot like a Killing Floor 2 level.
Yes.
Like there's a lot of neon lights.
It's
almost.
like very vibrant.
Yeah, it's very red and green type deal, and it's cool. And it's a bunch of meat hooks with cages.
They're clearly building up to use it next season. Clearly, but
they're not going to because
probably not because that would actually be interesting.
That would take till the end of the season.
Yeah, right. Watch, it's like they finally get to the end of the season, but then they like burn it down or something.
They put one person in.
Yeah, they never actually use it. Like, wouldn't that be fucked up to have, like, a bunch of vampires like harvesting humans at a farm?
Yeah.
That would be fucked and cool.
Actually, that's a film called Daybreaker. That's a film about how, after the vampire apocalypse, when vampires have won, but they're running low on humans.
That's interesting.
It's actually a pretty solid movie. Yeah, I think I'm out of stuff to say.
Yeah.
I don't want to give any praise. There are little things I could mention. I'm not going to. Fuck
just
this
out
show.
Of spite. This was stupid. This was terrible. Like, it not only was just insulting to our intelligence, I have never had a show physically drain me of my energy.
100% honest. The next day, after we usually watched episodes, I couldn't watch anything. I was so just glazed over bored and annoyed with what I witnessed. Except episode 9, because literally nothing happens in there. Hold on, wait, I'll check my notes. Mom jealous, soap opera scene, found group.
Oh yeah, that fucking soap opera scene where Dutch was talking to the girlfriend. That was.
No, there were multiple soap opera scenes.
Oh, there were. I know. I every time that happened, I just jokingly said, "Next time on Days of Our Lives."
Nights of Our Lives.
Nights of Our Hey! All right. Yeah. All I can say, just in conclusion, is this show wasted 13 fucking hours of my life that I'm never going to get back.
You never will.
So yeah, and that was just it was just bad. We do not recommend this show at all. Fuck this show.
But in some positivity.
Oh, thank God. Oh man, I'm feeling excitement, Justin. I am feeling excitement. So we have to explain that we're the wheel thing.
We mentioned this before, but we're going to spin the short wheel just because we want something quick and consumable. Then after that series, we are going to spin the long wheel. However, something has changed. Since we didn't fully make it through the strain, we put a new... Oh, I'm sorry, I'm moving around the mic because my foot itches.
We're not going to put it on this time, by the way, but we put a new... Since we never finished the show, we'd feel bad, just not having something there. So we're replacing the strain with Nikita.
Nikita, yes.
The CW series. The one
part of me wants to cover the movie.
I know it can.
I know it doesn't.
It'll have nothing to do with the series, but we can do that. It's
in name only.
It's Luc Besson, right? That's his name?
I think so.
Yeah. The guy who did Leron, the Professional.
And Lucy.
And,
Leron, the Professional.
Leron, the Professional.
Didn't he also do Fifth Element?
Yes, he did Fifth Element, so that's another good one.
It sounded like you said Fish Element.
The Fish Element, My favorite character, Bruce Fishless. I don't know.
Bruce Fishless. Anyway, let me... but yes, we're spinning the short series wheel first.
Yes. So, but when we get back to the long wheel, we're not gonna... I think we'll spin the long wheel without Nikita, and then after we land the series, we'll put it on there. So...
is my computer frozen at the moment?
Oh, no! No! We need something! Don't...
Shut up. I don't need you complaining with my tech issues.
I'm not complaining. Well, it's...
You are whining.
I am whining.
Audience, is that whining?
Okay, it is whining. It's just I don't want this to happen now, after we just talked about The Strain, one of the most miserable experiences I've ever had watching a TV. I need this excitement to off-put this.
Give me a minute. Technical difficulties. There. Hi. Welcome back.
Oh, okay. We're just going right into it. All right, let's do
Yep,
this.
because we're going to spin the goddamn wheel and end this goddamn episode.
Okay, let's do this, Justin. Are you recording?
Yes.
All right. Well, that was what, like 5+ minutes of whatever?
Yep, of technical difficulties.
All right.
Just make it 3 seconds long.
Okay.
And we're gonna spin. Oh, thank God.
What did we get?
Invader Zim.
Ah, sweet.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
I can deal with that.
Yes.
That means we get a movie, too. So 2 episodes.
Yay.
Or 3, because there's 2 seasons and a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, for the short series, is Invader Zim.
And Enemy is the next movie.
Yes. Stay tuned for that. Yeah, thank you for listening.
I got nothing more to say. Get out.